welcome to OHL Primetime. I'm your host, Mark Heron, for tonight's matchup between the Mississauga Ice Dogs and the Brampton Battalion. Glad you could join us here on Rogers Television for the curtain raiser on the Battle of Peel. The Brampton Battalion come into tonight's game in a playoff race. Right now, they're 10 points up on the Owen Sound Platers for the last playoff spot, but more importantly, they're only 6 points back of first place in the Midwest Division. The Mississauga Ice Dogs, on the other hand, have been having their best time of the season right now in their last 4 games. They have 5 points, including big wins over the Kingston Frontenacs and the Guelph Storm. For more on tonight's game, we'll take it upstairs to Mark Heineken and Bill Cole.
Thank you very much, Mark. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hershey Center in Mississauga. That right there with the boys in white and green dream one day to hoist above their heads. But let's get down to business. Bill Cole, a look at what the respective teams, Mississauga Ice Dogs and the Brampton Battalion, have to do tonight.
Well, Mark, obviously both teams playing some pretty good hockey right now, both with 5 points in their last 4 games. And right off the bat for the Battalion tonight, don't take things for granted. They've pretty much dominated the Ice Dogs over the last year and a half, but they can't take them lightly tonight, despite the fact that they are racked with injuries. Have to pull it together. Again, the Battalion playing well of late, but they have to try and hold things together as they make their run for the playoffs. And you see a full 60-minute effort tonight from the Battalion. Might be a little difficult after they played Plymouth at home last night.
As far as the Mississauga Ice Dogs go, we'll check up on them. Action is underway. Puck into the dog zone as Matt Coughlin sends it down the ice. A couple of storylines for you. Of course, the 5th of 6 meetings this year between the expansion cousins. Brampton holding the upper hand. 4 wins so far. 3 very close. The last one not so. A 7-1 win by the Battalion. Coming off a 4-1 loss last night at home against the red-hot Plymouth Whalers as Nick Foley gathers in the puck to make the first save of the night off the stick of number 20, Kurt McSwain. Let's have a look at what the Dogs got to do tonight. Billy.
Out of the gate, they have to keep things rolling tonight. Mark, they're playing some pretty good hockey right now under Team Cherry, if you will, behind the bench, and just simply keep it going. Keep doing exactly what they've done over the last few games. Have to step it up as far as the power play is concerned. You could almost take points 2 and 3 and combine them. The power play is still ranked 20th in the Ontario Hockey League out of 20 teams, and that's something they've got to work on, and it's something that they're able to try and work on over the next few weeks of the season.
And as well, step it up as Nick deflects that one high into the crowd to the 3rd and 4th line guys in the past have started to step it up as of late, and they have to continue to do so. Best example, the Dogs playing in Oshawa, running only 3 lines, but tonight they have this man in the net, Nick Foley. A penalty coming up here against the Mississauga Ice Dogs, and something they will not want to fall into as far as familiarity goes tonight, Bill. Home to see number 2, Marcus Smith, who has missed pretty much the whole season with the separated shoulder injury on the last game of the exhibition season, and they waste no time at all to the Brampton Battalion as they pop one past Nick Foley and get on the board quickly here in the first period.
And James Clement all by himself in front of the net, or well, actually he wasn't by himself. You're just talking about Smith. Smith couldn't corral him. Only his second or third game back since the shoulder injury, Mark, and you're right, he obviously isn't up to holding up to players like McClement just yet, and McClement able to pop that one in for the first goal of this hockey game.
And we're going to have to get a goaltending change as Nick Foley has made his way to the dressing room. We've got a good eye from it here. It looked like nothing too serious. He was being tended to just by the Ice Dogs bench, and there you have a good look at it. And Michael Mole gets himself ready. And now, fortunately, Bill, you know, you played some hockey. I've played some hockey. The goalies like this. I mean, Mole knows before the game starts he's not starting. They all say they come to the rink preparing for the game, but they know full well he's not going to get the nod. He hasn't really had that sort of routine. You know, is he going to be able to overcome it? Tough goal that he had to. They ended up giving up last Tuesday against Oshawa. So maybe in this case an opportunity for him to bounce back.
And a little chance of redemption. And obviously we don't know how long he's going to play. I mean, this could be just a situation where it's an equipment problem, and the referees wouldn't let the Ice Dogs hold things up. And
it's knocked down by Van Loosen along the far side. Jerem's starting to back up as the Battalion bring it out. Van Loosen with a little room. Fires, Mole save. Big rebound. Still loose, and the Dogs gather it up. Glass. And a fatty retreats into his own end. Kearns moves it along. Dogs trying to get it to Dickinson. That's intercepted. Torres to Havel. A shot. They score! Lucas Havel Goes upstairs on Michael Mole, and it makes it 2-0 Brampton.
And once again, Mark, the whole side of the ice just opened up. Lucas Havel just back last night against Plymouth, and boy, you can see he hasn't lost a whole heck of a lot the way he was able to walk in and roof that one over Michael Mole. Here's the look at the replay. You see the play developing at the blue line, and again, the whole side of the ice opens up, and he's able to walk in and pop that one up and over top of Michael Mole, who really didn't have an opportunity to stop the puck at this point. He's pretty much one-on-one, and you can see the defense lying on the ice as Havel goes in and pops it.
A bump there from Rice as they get it in through center. Intercepted now. Rice trying to get it to Grenier. Does. High shot. Mole gets a piece of it from the glove to the crossbar and safely in front of the net. Looks it in along the blue line to McClement. Blast stopped by Mole, and it trickles just wide of the net. Nathan Harrington uncorked one, and somehow Michael Mole is able to just get enough of it so that it trickles by.
Nathan Harrington almost put the Brampton Battalion up 3-0. He just hit rolling. Looked like almost like the Scott Tournament of Hearts, the way that puck was curling towards the net and then just peeled away at the last second.
Puts a snapshot backhand style, and it's stopped by Mole. Havel nudging it forward through the slot. Torres shot stopped in front. Mole is down, and the Dogs are able to clear it out of harm's way. Yardy behind his own net, desperately trying to get it out, and does so. Right along to McGrattan, coming in on Chin, and Chin makes a big save on Brian McGrattan. The face-off circle tonight for the Battalion against his counterpart 18 Smith, who wins it. Ketchison, wrist shot through the legs. Oh, and Chant, so quickly is able to get it on that one, and I have no idea how he saw it. Well, they must have done their magic to the stitched finger of Nick Foley as he is back getting ready for the start of the second period. Foley, again, if you've just joined us, injured early on in the first period. Cut finger is what has been told to us. They stitched it up quickly. Michael Mole stepping in to relieve Nick for the remainder of the first. And now the Belleville native will take over in between the pipes for the Dogs as they try to chip their way back against their crosstown rivals, the Brampton Battalion. That met Harrison in their first, clears but can't get it out. Wiseman along to Lou Dickinson. Centering, scores! While Brian McGrattan makes no mistake and gets the Ice Dogs on the board. Fourth goal in his last 5 games for number 20.
And Brian McGrattan all by himself in front of the net. Mark Kern's a little late coming back to pick him up. Not that he was really his man, but Kern's the only member of the Brampton Battalion in the vicinity at all. You'll see the pass come down low to Dickinson. Again, almost reminiscent of that first goal by Brampton tonight. You see Klesla working against Dickinson. Dickinson able to get the puck out front, and McGrattan able to hammer it home to cut this lead in half with 18-17 left in period number 2.
Of course, if you're just joining us, Scott Page still out of the lineup along with Spezza out in front. Brampton can't get the handle. Now they do, and Foley may have deflected that just wide of the net. Right off the stick of Jeff Bateman. Pass along to Wiseman. Wiseman's got a hustle. Maleko rubs him out along the boards. Wiseman comes up with it. Penalty coming up here to the Battalion. Center scores! Walking off the bench, Omar and a fatty. We've got a tie game.
Third of the year for Omar Anafati. Wiseman doing the work behind the net, Mark, and Anafati just walking in from the blue line and one-timing it past David Chant. There was a delayed penalty coming up anyway for the takeout down in the corner, and the Ice Dogs able to capitalize and knot this affair at 2.
Smith can't handle it. Here comes Torres with time. Puck slips off. Havel's there. Rebound. Oh, what a nice play. And a bigger play by Nick Foley as he gets the glove out to rob Lucas Havel. With a few opportunities as the penalty to Klesla has expired. Goldenberg gets around his first man. And Harrison. 2-on-1. Goldenberg backhand. Oh, a lot of moves, but he couldn't get the shot up. Smith with a shot, and that hits a leg. Rice, Dogs chase it back. Wiseman, relay, McGrattan, blast, peak pad saved by Champ. Rebound in front, cleared away, kept in by Yardy. He'll fire it, and Rowan throws his body in front of that one. Knocked down, Klesla will advance, gets it along to Rice. Steps around 1, 2, almost 3 Dog players. And Lou Dickinson there in time to lift the stick. We have got a great game tonight.
There's a bar.
Torres into the Brampton zone. Jerem watching him, and that's a tough job on the best of nights. Rafi Torres, spin move. Now he's knocked out. All alone, and Nick Foley with a huge save on Lucas Havel.
Lucas Havel absolutely robbed by Nick Foley as he stretched out. Havel had all kinds of time and all kinds of nets to shoot at. Save of the year right here from Nick Foley. Once again, that line going to work. Lucas Havel all day, and look at Nick Foley out beyond the blue to make that stop. Literally made the save out of the blue.
Backhand attempt. Nothing happens. Dickinson loses the puck and his footing. Havel has Torres. Havel snapshot, goal post. Oh, that was closer than the last one for Lucas Havel. Ketchison rides him off. Swain in to help out. Bateman waiting. Snapshot. Foley save. Rebound. Scores! Aaron Van Loosen on the rebound. The power play marker has the Battalion up 3-2.
Now Chad Wiseman in front with Van Loosen. Too many Brampton Battalions, man. They had them outmanned, and Chad Wiseman just couldn't cover everybody all by himself. You'll see here off the shot, Van Loosen able to pick up the puck on his backhand and flip it up and over Nick Foley with 5:36 to go. Ice Dogs now trail at 3-2.
Well, as you point out, Bill, just too many men to take, and the Battalion have looked very good when they've had the man advantage, setting up smartly in the Ice Dog zone. Kearns now picks it up. Centered again. Torres has it. Waits. Blast. Foley. Glove save. Doesn't have it. Loose. And it comes along to Julian Smith. 1:14 to go in the third. Rafi Torres. Solo mission in the Dog zone. Walks in. Foley's got to make a sharp save there. His number 10 was looking to put it away. 14 seconds to go. McGrattan sends it towards the net, and Chant redirects it into the corner. Less than 5 seconds left. Wiseman can't keep it in. Deflected off of Smith. Out of the zone. It's going to do it. As the Brampton Battalion and Lucas Havel and B.J. Ketchison exchanging blows in the Dogs' end. And the linesmen are in there quickly to separate the two. And that man right there has his 100th OHL victory as a head coach. In a pretty tough battle, a 3-2 victory. The Brampton Battalion end up being on the good side of the score as they pick up victory number 5 against their expansion cousins. Stay with us. We'll be back with post-game thoughts, your 3-star selection, and a scoring wrap-up. The Brampton Battalion knock off the Mississauga Ice Dogs by a final score of 3-2. We'll be right back. There is your final. The Brampton Battalion with a third period goal courtesy of Aaron Van Loosen pull out a 3-2 victory against the hometown Mississauga Ice Dogs. A quick boo at Cole's notes. While the Battalion may have taken the Dogs for granted slightly, but not enough to pull this out of the bag as they win it 3-2. Your 3 stars for tonight's game. The third star with 2 assists on tonight is Chad Wiseman from the Mississauga Ice Dogs. The second star also with 2 points. Both of those helpers, number 10 from the Brampton Battalion, Rafi Torres. And the first star, number 1 from the Mississauga Ice Dogs, stopping 31 of 34 shots, Nick Foley.